Where were you motherfuckers at?
New DLC characters to buy and new DLC costumes. Like, what do you mean, bro? Do you know how many people actually gave DOA 6 a shot? 9 million people.
Do I personally play the game because I want to see titties flopping? No.
And you know why 8 million of those quickly deinstalled this game? Like, are you fucking kidding me? I can't wait for so-called DOA fans on Twitter to again say, oh yeah, last round failed because not enough sexualization. I'm rewatching the stream from, what is it, yesterday, 2 days ago, with the DOA 6 thing with, is it censored, is it not censored? So first thing, one thing I want to say to that is, I think it's amazing that DOA so-called fans that always talk about the sexualization are literally asking this question, because did you ever think about what actually happened? They showed a trailer, right? They showed a trailer with one of their main female leads. And the game, the franchise, values that female character enough to not show her face, but to show her massive tits. Did you ever think about that? They don't even show her face in the trailer, but they end on a close-up of her almost distastefully big tits. And we actually talk about if they censoring this? What do you mean, bro? That is amazing to me. It's amazing to me.
Finn, that what they said was, and I'm not lying when I say this, okay?
It's a bait and switch, yeah.
That the big boobs are a bait and switch,
yeah.
And it's to distract from the fact that they're not going to be showing off her thighs and her bum. And additionally, it is letting fans know that they only care about the fans that like big boobs, and the fans that like thighs and bum have been abandoned. Those are words that were typed out by a grown man.
I have seen one very unfortunate tweet where someone said, if Mary Rose grows up in DOA 7, I'm not going to buy the game, which is a very unfortunate phrasing from that person. I think he meant if she, gets taller, I hope. But hey, it's... what can I say, man? What can I say? Sometimes unfortunate things end up in writing. But
that's a mad thing to say.
When I was it was 2-3 months, 4 months ago, we didn't even know DOA 6 last round is even coming. And I was visiting DOA 5 and 6, right? And watched I even was on Free Step Dodge. I watched the videos. There's one guy, I forgot the name, sorry, but he made a 2-hour-long tutorial on DOA 5 with PS4 live streaming. I watched Emery stuff, Zykkurye, and others. And I also watched the video from Emery where Zykkurye, I think it was I don't remember if it was Zykkurye's tweet, but he said hey, I think DOA 6 or DOA moving forward should maybe a little bit focus on that. And bro, he got attacked so hard.
We were struggling to get entrants for DOA 6 tournaments when there was a $90,000 world championship. Where were you motherfuckers at? 20,000 likes on a fucking tweet? Where the fuck were y'all? I get it, you're not expected to show up. But we needed y'all motherfuckers, man. But if you look at some of these responses to Zykkurye saying racist stuff, saying anything about his race at all, you gotta understand that now you're starting to lose your credibility in the argument. This is beyond DOA at this point. Now you're saying, oh, it figures you're black. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Now we're not talking about DOA now. And you still have people supporting these comments. So now we realize that this is not just people trying to make a point. This is a witch hunt. I am not shitting on the DOA extreme community at all. I love DOA as a whole. Do I personally play the game because I want to see titties flopping? No, I want to know the data. I want to know what's unsafe and what's safe. I want to know how I'm going to fuck you up. That's why I'm playing. You want to know why? Because I can grab titties in real life. I'm not shitting on the people that can't. But when you have people on here attacking people... literally attacking people for just wanting the game to be good. Now listen, no one is saying that they want the titties and stuff. That DOA wouldn't be DOA without it.
It was also, people brought up this sexualization stuff. Oh, you're not a true DOA fan. And it was crazy to see that, because I really feel bad for the people like Emery and Zykkurye, right? Who are there for the gameplay. And you have to imagine, these are not just some bums, right? These are actually... they are basically the best players for this game. They're the best players, and they have to hear from these people, I don't even know who you are and shit. It's It's like if we talk about Tekken and I say like, yeah, I don't care, like fuck that guy, like who is that guy even? Like it's crazy with what amount of disrespect they have to deal with, like people like Emery, Zykkurye on Twitter when it comes to the sexualization stuff. Sorry, quick voiceover because I kind of fucked up the narrative a little bit, but trust me, this question is actually very important because you get both answers from DOA fans. You get, oh, sexualization is actually mega important and people just don't show up if that's not maxed out in DOA. And then, if I ask about the other games and the sales there and player numbers there, they will tell me the complete opposite. They will tell me, oh, no. It's niche. It's like it's just naturally super niche because it is so sexualized, meaning that it is a bit controversial and stuff. You know, it's not mainstream, so it has to be niche naturally because it is heavily sexualized. We will get to that. Sorry, this is a bit. I fucked up the narrative a little bit. In the last years, for example, Baldur's Gate 3, that is a game that has more explicit sex scenes, actual hardcore sex scenes in that game between characters, and no one gave a shit.
What's the matter?
No one gave a shit. People just like the game. The game is good. It's a good product, right? MK9, very successful, especially at the time. Oh, it had the Flesh Pits outfits. Oh, it still had the body types of all the females like Kitana and stuff, where they have really big boobs. And you can see like 80% of their boobs, basically. They even toned it a little bit down already in MKX, but did it hurt MK9? No. Like, it's kind of like weird when people say, oh yeah, this game is like niche and not that successful because of the sexualization, but it's part of the identity. It's like, I thought a little bit about this, and it's like, to me, it's like obvious. DOA 6 was simply a fucking dog shit product. It had stripped features from the practice mode, like the UI overlay that is a real-time move list that makes like labbing strings and stuff easier for beginners. That was in DOA 5, by the way. That was not in DOA 6. I don't know why. And let's not forget, DOA 6 had no lobbies on launch. I couldn't even believe that. That shit had no lobbies on launch. They had to patch that in. Same as they had to patch online in DOA 5 last run on PC. It had dog shit netcode. They didn't even bother adjusting this for COVID. Also funny, right? That we have a fighting game like DOA 6 release in the golden time where COVID hits. Every fighting game profited hugely from COVID. Why did DOA 6 not? Because it was a fucking bad game. Also another thing. Do you know how many people actually gave DOA 6 a shot and actually downloaded the game and went into the game? 9 million people. Because 8 million of those, at least, used the core fighter stuff. I found that number. If 8 million people, bro, do you know how many people played High Guard? 2 million. Do you know how that went? Really bad, but it was a huge number. Everyone said the game had all the biggest shot, right? Because it at least got attention. 8 million people played your game. 8 million. And you know why 8 million of those quickly deinstalled this game? Because when I was told back when the game released, hey, Finn, do you want to play DOA 6 with me? I didn't care about the sexualization. I didn't care about this. I went to the store page and immediately saw that this game hits me with $25 fucking costume bundles. If I want that costume, which is basically a copy paste for every character and not only one. And you know that the last time was when I paid any attention to this game. Do you remember the hair color stuff? Where they charged you $1 to change your hair color on a character. You could revert it for in-game currency, but you needed to pay every single time again. They changed this concept at some point, but why is this not talked about? Like, we are sitting here and talking about if the game doesn't show enough tits, while other games are hugely successful and they literally have hardcore sex scenes in them. Sorry, that's me quick edit because I think I have to make this point really fucking clear. My point is, no one gives a shit either way. You do not play a game, especially a fighting game, because it is sexualized, and neither do you not play it because it is not. Let's quickly test my hypothesis. Resident Evil 4. I'm a big fan of both games, but the remake was actually censored. Yeah, everyone knows that. Ashley is not just a, lust doll in that game. How did that go? People care a lot about this, right? Oh, yeah, the game sold 3 million copies in its first 2 days. And until now sold like 10 plus million copies. I thought people care so much about sexualization and censorship, no? What about fighting games though? Okay, let's take Tekken. These outfits, by the way, and yes, they were actually in the game, they are not in Tekken 7. They are not. This is like censorship, right? Why are these outfits not there? Like, this was like way spicier. Where is that? People really cared, right? No. Tekken 7 went on to sell like what, 11 million copies? So I hope I make this point sufficiently clear. Resident Evil 4 Remake was simply a good fucking product. This game, still to this day, looks great and is incredibly optimized. Like, that alone, as sad as it is to say, is actually an indicator of quality nowadays. Yeah. And neither do people care about spicy sexualization. Let's take Street Fighter 6. I played a lot of Street Fighter 6. Some of the outfits in Street Fighter 6 are really spicy. Some of the camera shots are fucking outrageous. Lily's level 3. Do you see this camera shot? Mate, what? Or Cammy's taunt in-game where she stretches, or her win pose, or the summer outfits. Like, bro, do you see Manon on P2? Or do you see that, where you can see like the zebra string? That's my main point, right? People don't give a shit either way. They are fine with anything as long as the game is good. It's not the reason for anything. The reasons are that it was a fucking bad product. So let's continue to highlight this. And Emery is out here doing his best almost daily, putting pressure on the devs and the publisher to put some basic features in his fighting game in the year of 2026. He has to ask for some basic fucking features. Like, holy fuck. Like, maybe, could some of you maybe tag the devs or the publisher with, hey, give us basic features? What the fuck is this ripoff? Instead of asking if they can make a high fidelity version of Mary Rose's camel toe or some shit. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. You will, however, consider not playing it if they do not even have lobbies at launch, if they need to patch online in, if they charge you for hair color change, if they sell you $25 bundles of a lazy fucking asset that's copy pasted, and if they have less features than the last game. For example, the UI, move list in practice mode, for example, tag mode. Yeah, they told you, oh, it was technically like not that easy to put in. Well, I don't fucking care. You could have made it work at least on PS5. Or in the definitive version, in last round maybe you can do it now. That doesn't come out for PS4, it comes out for PS5 and PC. And you charge $40. Like, does my message get fucking obvious? And 8 million people gave this game a chance and said, no, I don't want to play this, thank you. That's not the reason the game fucking failed. The game failed because it was a dog shit product, which is super unfortunate because underneath that dog shit product lies a fantastic fucking fighting game. And this is why I really hope Emery and all the others that actually want to play the fighting game get a good product, aka good fighting game. And honestly, I'm already a little bit scared for them when I see on the product page already from DOA 6 last round, which comes out in summer. What do I see? I already see no crossplay. It's already confirmed on their product site, on their own website. It already says no crossplay. So what do we have? What do we know? We get a $40 game that's a re-release from a 7-year-old game that has 2 characters less, Mary Rose and Mai. Now people probably will say, oh, it's because of licensing, right? Yeah, probably it is. But then renew the license, you idiot. You want me to now pay $40 for a new game that has 2 characters less? Okay, good, sick. And we know it has no crossplay. Hey, but hey, it has an improvement to the photo mode. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I can't wait for so-called DOA fans on Twitter to again say, oh yeah, last round failed because not enough sexualization. Like, these people are fucking retarded. That's all I wanted to say. Sorry.
No, I completely agree with you, bro. I think that them trying to make out like DOA 6 failed because it censored stuff is so ridiculous when you look at all the other issues that the game had. It's such a, what's the word? It's not even a straw man argument. It's just bottom of the barrel stupid.
Like a goalpost shift for no reason.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't help. Like, I'm sure it probably didn't help because they're so passionate about it, but it's not the reason. It's not the primary reason why it failed. No, obvious. Anyone that plays fighting games would know straight away. That's not the reason.
Sorry, I meant Mai, not Cooler and Mai, not Mary Rose. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't Mary Rose like a DOA?
Yeah, sorry, Mai. That's why I said licensing issue. Yeah, it probably is. But then fucking renew the license if you expect your customers, your fans, to pay $40 again for what should be the ultimate version of the game.
But DOA 7 better have crossplay.
It doesn't. You can go onto the website right now. It says already no platform, whatever is supported. But you know what they do?
No,
and this is what
it's
makes my blood
7,
fucking boil.
7, not 6.
No, DOA 6 last. Oh, you're talking about 7. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
But what makes my blood boil is with DOA 6 last round should be the definitive version, and they already told you no crossplay. But hey, do you know what they do? Do you know what they do, Mike? They already inform you in their ad material that you will have new DLC characters to buy and new DLC costumes. Like, what do you mean, bro? Sorry, it's just that I really. What you also mentioned, like, people don't talk about the gameplay systems. People don't even mention the bastardized fighting game portion of DOA 6 that also didn't go over well with the competitive crowd. Like, the admin, the founder of Free Step Dodge talked about yesterday, right? He said he talked to like one of the developer guys at a convention, and they told him, "Oh, don't talk about gameplay with me. It's for casuals. It's for casuals. It's for casuals. We have to make this for casuals." No one talks about this even. So yeah, I just fucking hope that these people, because it's a fucking sick fighting game. Thanks to everyone who put resources out. There's a wiki. If you want to learn at least DOA 5. It has a pretty comprehensive wiki that explains everything. Game has a 42 lesson tutorial. It has a mad good system, and I just hope they can get a just good product to let the good fighting game system shine. You can put as many ass and tits in there as you want. You can even make it even more hardcore. I don't care. I want a good fighting game. At the end, Mike also wouldn't care if these costumes are in the game. If the fucking fighting game is fucking good, Mike would say, "Hey, you made both of us happy. Good shit." So, before I also sent you that Mary Rose costume on Discord if you are interested.
I know you sent it to me, and I've been spending the last 10 minutes trying to erase it from my brain.
Okay.
The picture, I can't.
Yeah, you see why I couldn't put it on stream, right?
Yeah, I need to go find Jesus, or maybe someone stronger. I might need to find Zeus. I need to find the strongest fucking demigods to cleanse my tarnished soul. Fuck's sake.